Hello everyone, my name is Moe and welcome to another video of Income Investors. Today with me is John Whitefoot, but before I go into any details, understand that anything you hear in this video is for information and educational purposes only. No matter how safe an investment sounds, it comes with risk. For more information regarding risk in investing, please see the description below. Oil prices over the past 1 year or so have been extremely volatile. Back in March 2022, oil was trading around $130 a barrel. At the time of recording of this video, it's below $70. That's a sizable decline. But what's happening is Goldman Sachs is coming up with a contrarian view and saying that investors should actually buy energy and mining stocks. And they say that this is because these sectors could actually benefit from growth in China. The strategists at Goldman Sachs have predicted that both Brent and West Texas intermediate crude will climb over 20%, and they expect it to trade around $95 and $100 per barrel in the next 12 months. Goldman Sachs is also saying that investors shouldn't bet against OPEC because they do have a grip over the oil supply, and the current dip in oil prices could be just an opportunity in disguise. John, you recently wrote about Global Partners LP. They trade on a New York Stock Exchange under symbol GLP. Let's talk a little bit about what's happening in the oil market, and then we'll dig into what Global Partners does.
Thanks, Mo. The eventual economic rebound in China, which, it's a certainty, not an eventuality. This should help spur investor sentiment and help oil prices rally, which again is good news for Global Partners, which is a midstream oil and gas company. In fact, right now, even without the tailwinds from China, everything seems to be going right for Global Partners. The outlook for oil remains robust. It reported record 2022 results. It's expanding its operations, increased its high yield dividend for 5 straight quarters, and recently paid out a special dividend.
Right. So now let's go right into explain to me a little bit about what they do and what are they all about.
Yeah, as I just said, it's a Global Partners is a midstream oil and gas partnership. It's one of the largest independent owners, suppliers, and operators of gas stations and convenience stores in the Northeast U.S. It owns, controls, or has access to one of the largest terminal networks in New England and New York. It's also a leading wholesale distributor of fuel products. According to its most recent data, which came out, I think, in March, its infrastructure includes 10 million barrels of oil storage capacity. That's equal, for reference sake, 17 Olympic-sized pools worth of storage. It also owns about 1,700 gas stations in 12 states, 353 company-owned convenience stores, and 24 bulk petroleum product terminals. The company sells about 357,000 barrels of products each day. This includes topping up 865,000 vehicle fuel tanks and 26,000 diesel trucks. In the winter, the company heats about 30,000 homes every day as well.
Wow, that's a big footprint they have. But John, let me go back a little bit. You mentioned that they reported record results in 2022. If you want to explain a little bit, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, I'll just go over the numbers quickly. It had a great fourth quarter, great 2022, and fourth quarter net income almost tripled to $1.54 per share. EBITDA was up 60%, adjusted EBITDA was up 62%, and distributable cash flow went up 88% year over year to $57.3 million. That was in the fourth quarter. In full year, net income was up a whopping 650% at $10.06 per share, while EBITDA was up 113%. Adjusted EBITDA grew 98%, and distributable cash flow jumped 242% to $413.4 million.
Yeah, and it is amazing considering throughout the year, oil prices did come down, but Global Partners were able to really keep the money coming in, and 600% increase in profitability is not a joke number, right?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and I would imagine, as we talk about dividends here and opportunities for investors, how did it impact their dividends?
Well, as you can imagine, quite positively.
Yeah.
Over the last 11 quarters, Global Partners has announced 9 dividend hikes and 1 special dividend.
Wow.
Most recently on February 14th, the company paid a cash distribution of 157 per share. That consisted of a quarterly dividend payout of 63 cents per unit and a one-time special dividend of 93 cents per unit. For its common stock, that works out to an annual payout of 262 per unit uh, for a current yield of 8.5%. For perspective, the U.S. inflation rate is 4.9%.
Right. So it is beating inflation by a large margin. And over the past few months, we've noticed that inflation is starting to come down. And assuming that the dividends remain the same here, it could be a great income generator. This stock could actually be a great income generator for investors.
Well,
Now,
the dividend definitely is, yeah.
for sure. And now, how about its share prices? How are they doing?
Yeah, again, it's not just its dividend. Its share price is doing well. Since the start of 2020, with dividends reinvested, it's provided a return of 125%. Over the same time frame, the S&P 500 has returned 29%. And of course, that has to do with compounding. So a good percentage of that 125% increase is a result of reinvesting your dividends.
All right, John, thank you so much for analysis on Global Partners. Just to recap a little bit, Global Partners LP is a midstream oil and gas company with growing infrastructure. They have been great with paying dividends over the past couple of years, and they have a great track record of paying dividends as well. If you want to read more about income opportunities like Global Partners, you could head to incomeinvestors.com. In the meantime, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for listening.